All right. We ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, they are? I did not act.
All right. Really good bunnies. Oh yeah, that's pretty important. So that is actually one of the reasons why. 2P allows you to use a lot more movement options. You can do grounded and mid-air 2P jumps, add for a little extra height off of, long jumps, backflips. And it actually makes this game, it actually kind of breaks it open a little bit because it allows for a lot more strats and a lot more optimization. That's kind of why this is one of my favorite speed games, is 2P. You really can get creative with your movement and the strats.
Now, you may be wondering why we're using Luigi. Luigi actually skips the beginning cutscene, which saves about 4 to 5 minutes.
Oh god.
Oh.
We're good, we're good.
Luigi also is faster, accelerates a bit slower, and is more slippery, but is overall faster, jumps higher, and a big difference is actually, if you spin with the nunchuck, Luigi goes higher. Now, it doesn't mean we won't be using the Wiimote spin. Specifically in C-Slide, it will explain a strat when we get there.
Oh, what the heck?
There is a skip here called Gateway Skip. It is
Very hard.
insanely difficult. Well, top runners have only started to go for it in like the recent month or two. Five frames. In 1P, you would spin there to stun the Luma. Right, not a bad gateway.
Yeah, not bad by any means. So a little thing you're going to notice is I'm going to make it a point to collect a lot of star bits. The route that I'm doing, we need to have 400 star bits before we access Sling Pod. If we don't, then it would not be very good. So hopefully I'll get all that, and with my 2P remote, it allows me to collect a lot more star bits. 2 cursors are better than 1. So that's kind of the reason why the route is used nowadays. Otherwise, it's a lot tighter on star bits for 1 player, but because of the rise of 2P players, we now can do a different route that actually skips most of Battle Rock before we had the entire galaxy. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You'll see Sling Pod and Space Junk 3.
It's a very nice game with the cutscenes. I wouldn't say it's too many.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like it because there's a lot of downtime, but that's actually part of the reason why me and a lot of other people like it. You kind of get a chance to regroup after every star, and it's a kind of a nice mental reset.
I guess something we haven't mentioned is why we are playing in Japanese and why we are playing on Wii U. So, technically the fastest version is 3D All-Stars Korean. However, it's on a different leaderboard than Wii/Wii U, and also Korean isn't actually possible on Virtual Console. However, Japanese is on Virtual Console, so Virtual Console has faster loads, much faster loads than Wii, and also Korean has much faster text than English. The second fastest version, I think, is Chinese Disc, which a few runners use.
So coming up, another use of 2P is I can actually freeze these boulders and make them crash into each other every time you get 10 star bits from each. So that's really helpful for making that 400 star bit quota that we need to make for Sling Pod. We can actually skip killing the piranha plant by just doing a well-timed triple jump and spin. That's one of the many gravity skips in this game. So coming up is Dino Piranha, pretty much the same as casual. Yeah, there's not much to say here. So coming up, we're gonna have a save prompt, and we're actually gonna click no. Every time the game saves, it takes about 2 to 3 seconds, and that adds up a lot because we do that around 60 times throughout the run. So every time we get a save prompt, we're gonna choose no. This level is actually one of my favorite levels. You have to collect 100 star bits to feed Hungry Luma, and because we use, 2-player, we can get 100 star bits before we even reach the egg planet, so that's hopefully what's gonna happen. Use 2P to destroy these plants. They give us star bits. So yeah. Sadly, I wasn't able to get 100 before the planet here, so we'll just grab a couple. Yeah, we're good. Hopefully that Goomba doesn't come after us. That Goomba would be a little bit of a nuisance.
Yeah, so that's the route that most runners use to get the 100 bits needed. But some people will pick different ones, depending on what their preference is.
And if you're running on 30 All-Stars.
That too.
Gonna grab a lot of extra star bits here. I'm gonna make sure that I have enough for Sling Pod.
And now we go to the Dr. Mario Pill planet.
Have we mentioned camera cancels?
Oh, we haven't.
Alright, so basically pretty much every time you land from the launch star, you have a about half-second window where you could enter first person and quickly leave it, and it cancels the landing animation, saving each time about half a second.
And also right there, you're supposed to collect these blue star chips there to make pulsars appear, but you can also just long jump right to the star, and it's super easy, so that's faster.
And coming up is actually the first big skip of the run. In Honey Hive 1, we can actually pretty much make it to the end of the level from the start. I'll explain more about that when we get there.
Yeah, the main thing you're going to be seeing us use is a giant tree, and we're going to hop from one tree to another. So yeah, there's two different variations of this trick that people do. You either do the butt slide method or the belly slide. I'm pretty sure you're going for butt slide, right, Hex?
No, I'm going for belly.
Oh, you're going for belly, okay.
It's way more consistent.
Yeah, the belly slide's, yeah, it's way, way more consistent than butt slide. It does take a little bit more time to set up, though, so that's the consequence. All right, so right here, you can just walk up this slope. If you walk up it and then continuously shake the Weir motes, you can just go up it. All right, and this is the tree I was talking about.
Oh,
Spin bonk. Yep.
It's actually really hard to get a wall jump off this tree sometimes.
Okay, that has never happened to me before, I'll say that much.
All right, so now we have to do slope jumps here.
Just so many amazing skips in this run.
Yeah, this is like a form of movement you'll see quite a bit, especially in like 120 stars. If you see that category, you'll be seeing slope jumps a lot more. And there we go. He positioned himself, and now all he has to do is slide off the tree.
Oh, that might not be. Okay,
Oh, now you got it, yeah. Very nice. And now he's on the other tree, and this will just take him all the way up to Captain Toad, who's right up here. So there you go. And that
Nice.
saves
Very
about
good.
20 seconds.
20 seconds?
20 to 30-ish.
So I guess, yeah, because he messed up the wall jump up there.
Yeah, movement on the tree wasn't exactly perfect, but we take it.
Yeah, you have to like turn yourself around there so you can get into the belly slide motion. That's what we were talking about, how butt slide is faster, but it's way riskier. And coming up, we are going to be doing the second mission in Honey Hive, and it also will have us climbing up that tree again. But it's going to be a little bit easier.
Well, depends how you look at it, I guess.
You don't have to climb as much of it, let's just say that.
True.
Also with 2P, makes it so much easier.
I
Very
agree
true.
with that.
Looks like you're doing pretty decent on star bits as well.
Yeah, we're going to get hopefully close to 350 by the time we leave Terrace, which is way more than enough.
Yeah, and Space Junk already gives a ton, especially in Space Junk 3.
Oh yeah, and something else we should mention about Honey Hive 1 skip that we didn't really mention. You have to do a lot of movement at the top of the tree to turn yourself around, which is probably the most awkward part of it, is turning yourself around. So yeah, during these fly-in sections, when you're entering galaxies, there's something you can do called a frame perfect jump, where if you press A as soon as the frame that you touch the ground, you can actually get a jump and it saves like 1 second.
Oh
so
my
you get
God.
to start moving faster. There you go,
Don't
nice.
talk about it.
So that's 2P jumps are actually kind of hard sometimes because you have
It's
to.
a 4-frame window, right?
Yeah, it's a
6-frame window.
6
yeah,
frame.
6 frame. Yeah.
You have to do a homing ground pound and jump.
Nice. And there we go. That's the one I was talking about. But instead we go up here, and then you're supposed to get this tower to start moving by hitting a switch. But we can skip that just by doing a few pretty cool jumps like this. Ooh, almost missed it there, but you got it. And this is. Do you even call this a boss fight?
No, it's just part of the level. All right, that's Honey Hive 2.
And Luigi has big fists.
So now coming up, we have an actual boss fight. Bugaboom makes appearance in the first and second game. It's pretty cool. We'll show off some stuff when we get there.
I don't like Bugaboom.
I don't think anybody likes Bugaboom. It's okay. This boss actually returns in Mario Galaxy 2, and it was just a weird choice for them to bring back.
Yeah, of all the bosses. Well, technically, they brought all the bosses back because
That is true. Also, when X is selecting a star, you may notice that the cursor isn't even on screen. If you have the cursor just not even pointed at the screen, it'll pick whatever the next blank star is.
Forgot.
Oh, you got some there. Nice.
That right there was a spin cancel long jump. If you spin and then long jump immediately after, it'll basically do both at the same time.
And here we talk to the Queen Bee, who we literally have not seen yet.
Funny thing is, we're actually going to get, every time you collect a power-up for the first time, you get a prompt on the screen. And usually we'd get that in Honey Hive 1, but we actually never got the bee suit, so we get it in Honey Hive 3.
There's actually a way to completely skip it until Honey Climb. However, that strat is insanely difficult.
Not marathon safe at all.
Coming up, I'm just going to do pretty customary strats. You can use 2P to skip, having to use the flowers on the side. Like right here, I can do a little bit of a 2P jump. Missed it though. And I can just ground pound Bugaboom like that. And for the last hit, I'm actually going to lose the B-suit and just do a backflip spin.
Nice fight, nice fight.
Yeah, we're doing really well on Starbits.
Yeah. That's the main thing you gotta kind of get used to if you run Galaxy. You have to be able to tell whether or not you're ahead or behind of what you should be at for Starbits, and you need to go out of the way to get a couple extra.
All right, coming up is Loop-de-Loop Galaxy. It's, for those of you who are unfamiliar, basically we're going to ride a Stingray. It's almost like a Mario Kart track, and we're going to do a little game. If you're watching this from the stream, take a guess at the in-game time of the race. Good guesses are around a minute, and 2, 4, 7, and 9. You actually can't get a time ending in those numbers just due to the way that the in-game timer works. If you get the time right, you get a cookie, I guess. I don't know. You get my undying appreciation. How about that?
So there's actually a route that doesn't actually do this star, that does the star later.
I'm gonna guess 59-33.
I'm gonna guess 50. No, let's say 58:33. I'll go 1 second lower.
Oh, okay.
There's actually a way to skip this intro, but it's really hard. It requires like 2-3 frame jumps, I'm pretty sure, one after another. And if you miss it in a certain way, you can actually crash the game. So not very marathon safe by any means.
Especially since we don't actually save the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the most scary part about Mario games, is that you never save during them.
Oh, a little 2P mechanic here. You can actually collect star bits with 2P in Loopy Loop.
Yeah, if you're playing with just one controller, you actually, like, your cursor is just automatically taken off the screen.
Yeah, and that's the biggest difference between the 1P and 2P routes. 1P actually does Good Egg 3
Yeah.
instead.
You can cut corners, but it's a lot harder when you're collecting star bits.
Yeah, you have to multitask here because you also need to, you need to collect star bits as well as also make sure you finish in a reasonable time.
And where I'm at right now is looking like about a minute and 1 second, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, 1 minute and 5. I don't even know what that is. Probably centisecond.
Yeah, centiseconds. All right, and that's a quick and easy star.
On to one of the shortest galaxies in the game, Flip Switch. Basically, what we have to do is we have to turn all of the blue panels to yellow by just walking on them. It takes around a minute if done correctly. And it actually looks like we're going to be over 400 star bits, which is how much we need leaving the first dome of the game, so that's awesome.
Yeah, so
You get, don't you 24 here? Or 24 in Bowser Jr.?
No, you can do... We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
We'll cross it, yeah.
yeah, so these little side galaxies that have 1 star each, they're usually all really quick. And then all the main galaxies have 3 main stars, but they can also have some secret stars as well, and comets as well, which we'll get to later. So we're doing a route here, just to make sure that these moving red platforms aren't in an awkward place for us.
Oh, what the heck?
And he just lined up the last one there so he can perform a triple jump so he can go right into the star here. Very nice.
That was good.
Yeah, and that's, like you said, one of the quickest stars.
So yeah, on to Bowser Jr., number 1. This level is pretty interesting. I mean, it's just kind of like a mini section in a boss fight, but we can skip that mini section entirely, and it's pretty easy. You'll see what I'm talking about pretty shortly, but we just do a backflip 2P jump, and we can get out of the gravity field and into the boss fight gravity field. The gravity field for the boss fight is huge.
This is one of the coolest looking tricks just because of how the gravity switches. And in 1P, it actually feels really cool to pull off because you have to do a triple jump off the top of the cage in order to get it. But
Or
2P,
you could do it,
easier.
or you could do a triple jump off the starting platform.
Yeah, that too.
But it's tough.
Oh my god. All right, we're good. There we go. Oh, that was a close one.
And we actually have to move over to this platform here or else the boss won't start. You can actually climb up Mega Leg all the way while he's inactive, but nothing will happen.
So if we're speedy enough, we can actually make it on top of the leg that's going to rise up. So we're going to go to the right side. If we miss it, we just have to wait for it to come back down. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's not going to hit it.
Yeah, rip. My angle was just a little bit off. Don't want to get crushed there.
Yeah, now we're just going to do some long jumps up this, or 2P jumps too. That works too. Yeah, Galaxy 1 actually gets the bad stigma of most people thinking that the speedrun is just long jumps.
We'll get there, though.
We'll get to that.
So yeah, we can just completely skip what we're intended to do, which is break one of the fences and then lead a bullet built in through the rotating fence. We can just backflip over it.
Hex, are you going to explain starbit duplication?
Yeah, I actually will. So if we collect these starbits while I hit the Grand Star, we actually can duplicate them so we can get double the amount as normal. I don't know how much we got there, but if we get any more than 24, then we got at least some of the dupes. And that's Terrace. Already one dome done.
All right, this is where the run, like, we've had a few skips here and there, but for the most part, it's been a lot of cutscenes. But now it's going to start picking up a lot.
We'll see how many starbits we got, and we'll see if the dupes worked.
So yeah, anything over 24 is what we want to see, because
Yeah.
that's at least one dupe.
Usually, if you get all of them, you would hear a one-up sound as you grab the star.
Yeah, 30's okay.
Yeah, 30's good. We have over 400, so we understood the assignment.
Thankfully, this cutscene isn't as long as the first one that we had.
Yep. Little silly movement optimization. We can actually go behind Terrace. We don't have to go around. We can just go off this little sliver of land. It's pretty cool. And we actually skip the teleporter entirely by just triple jumping up. Saves about a second.
Yeah. Do a little backflip there just to get right up close to the pole star. And here we are into Space Junk.
All right, one of the most annoying levels of the run, I'll be honest, Space Junk 1, and we actually do it twice. We have to do a skip at the start that involves us breaking out of a pole star and facing backwards so that we make it to a later part in the level. If we're not making backwards, then it's almost near impossible to make the skip. So I'll be kind of doing it until Luigi gets a backward facing angle. This skip can be really troublesome, so hopefully I get it first try.
Yeah, I think it's better to show it before we really explain how it works first. Here we go.
Not a backwards facing angle, that's all I need. That's gonna be close. Yeah, it didn't make it. It's okay. We'll try again.
This is a very annoying skip.
Yeah.
It has to do with how Luigi is angled in the bubble.
Should be good.
Yep.
There we go. And also the trajectory that you pull the pole star. So second try is okay.
Here's another quick skip as well.
And like Hex said, we're doing this exact same mission twice, so he'll get another go around at it.
So what we're intended to do here is we're actually supposed to break the crystals and get the toad ship, but with the well-timed triple jump and 2P jump, we can just skip that entirely. And because the platforms here are the same every time, I just know exactly where to go.
This is a really cool section though, because it looks like you're just long jumping into nothing here, and then stuff appears underneath you. And then right here as well. Good. And now we're just going to go ahead and long jump right to the beginning platform from here. Again, some of these jumps are a lot harder to make as Mario if you're running as him.
Space Junk 2 is actually a pretty interesting level because we recently discovered that you can manipulate the boss to throw only green shells. Camilla throws green shells and fireballs, but we do a little bit of setup before the run. I actually don't know if I did it correctly, so we'll find out. But we can make it so that she'll only give us green shells. Hello? It's all good.
You had your 2P on there.
Yeah. Cursor sometimes goes off screen, but that's just sensor bar shenanigans. back a little bit. Maybe that'll help.
Starting off with a 2B jump, as always. So right here, you're supposed to switch to lower this bridge, but who needs to do that when you can just long jump over it?
Oh. Just another example of those spin cancel long jumps. They're actually like really useful.
So right here we have to, you can actually skip having to kill these guys, but it's a little rough to do, so. And we're gonna actually take this green shell and bring it into the fight by triple jumping up here. Because if you go into the Sling Star, it'll actually destroy it.
Yeah, so we actually don't have to wait for her to throw a green shell for that first phase.
And there you go. So that was the manipulation that he did before the run to get that green shell to go right away. Normally you would have to wait for her to throw a fireball first and then a green shell.
I did it correctly.
Nice. Yeah, so that saves quite a lot of time over having to wait for fireballs to spawn in.
It's honestly just one of those things where it saves 10 seconds, and while that may not sound like a lot, 10 seconds can make a pretty big difference in this category.
Yeah, it may not, to some people who may be looking at this run and saying it's 2.5 hours, this game is pretty optimized.
Yeah. Like, the first ever 2:19 achieved by Cloud Kirby, shouts to Cloud Kirby by the way, was a 2:19.58. That's 2 seconds in a 2.5 hour run. Like, that's crazy. And actually, coming up is Space Chunk 3. This is a semi-new addition in the route. This level, while it's not fast inherently, it allows us to unlock Sling Pod, which is a really quick galaxy. And it has some cool skips in it, so hopefully I can show those off.
Yeah, there are certain stages that are locked behind, specifically Hungry Luma stages, that will only unlock once you beat a certain mission, and this is one of those cases. And this one's gonna have a pretty...
pretty interesting floor clip.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, if you shake, crouch with the correct timing, you can actually just reach that launch star. You're intended to go underneath the glass, go through a mini maze of sorts, but who has time for that, let's be honest.
And right here, you're supposed to save Toad and fling him over to the other one to safety, or you could just jump past him. Sorry, Toad.
Yeah, Toad's gonna be stuck in that Sling Pod forever. It's okay, he understands. All in the name of speed.
I mean, I've seen other people just fling him off into space as disrespect, so...
I do that.
Yeah, it could be worse.
All right, coming up is Terrantox. Pretty interesting boss. We have a little bit of a way to beat him quickly. If you hit him in the snout, he actually gets stunned. Normally he'd spit out poison juke, but since we just did that, he cowers in fear and we can just run behind. Hit him in the booty, and then he flips over.
And now we have to hit his 3 bulges on his stomach. And we're gonna fling Toad at one of them.
Toad finally being useful for something.
And this is one of the weird fights where it's 2 cycles and not like 3 hits or anything like that, so we always have to do this one more time.
There's actually very few 3-hit bosses in Galaxy.
There's
Even
4
Dino
guys,
Piranha isn't
there's
3-hit.
4.
And the last one.
Yeah, that was actually really good.
But it's not done yet. He just had to actually sling himself into the star, so. Nice.
Yeah, that final shot to the star is a lot harder than it looks.
There's some parts where you can sling from, and some of them are easier than others.
All right, coming up, Sling Pod. This is If you played this game casually, you definitely remember this level for being one of the more annoying ones. I think it's a really cool speedrun level, and here's why. You'll see we can actually get it done in under 2 minutes optimally. So it's a really, really quick level.
There's no skips or anything either. It's just good movement.
Gonna take a little bit of a safe cycle. There's a little bit of a quicker cycle you can make. A lot more risky though. So I'm probably gonna focus up for this. Just like you had to get Sling Pod.
And yeah, this is a Hungry Limit stage, so he needed 400 star bits to unlock this, which is why we wanted to have 400 before going to Fountain.
So when I fly in, I'm actually not going to use I'm not going to hold down the 2P cursor because I want these cannonballs to be on a good cycle, and if I freeze them, then it's going to mess everything up. All right, I'm going to focus up for this.
And yeah, these sling pods can be kind of annoying, especially if you play, like when you're playing this casually. This, like we mentioned before, this level will be very annoying for you your first time through. Very nice, just going over those bombs there.
Nice. Really good.
And yeah, you can see you get a lot of star bits from that mission, just from one go around.
Yeah, that mission is not easy by any means.
And now that we actually get sent back to Rosalina here, and whenever we go back to Rosalina, we try to pair it up with a cutscene that we were going to get anyway. So this one, talking about Pricer comments for the first time, we were going to get sent back here no matter what at 13 stars. So we made sure to do Sling Pod at 13 stars. And another one of these triple jumps. Nice. Oh, you almost went back in. Yeah, if you go back in, that's just so painful because it takes you back down, and then you have to take the warp of shame again. All right, it's time.
Yeah, so Battle Rock 1, seemingly before was an auto-scroller, but we actually, the community, found a skip for it. It's really hard, but it looks so cool. I've actually hit it once out of my infinitely many times of trying. I'm gonna try and hit it twice, make it today the day, but we'll see. I'll go for it. It loses no time to go for, so there's no real like punishment if you want to give it a try.
Also right here, you're supposed to collect star chips again to make a pull star, but who needs that when you can just use 2P?
So this strat involves something called a mega triple jump, and also making it frame perfect and position perfect.
Wasn't able to get the mega triple.
Yeah, so I think there's one person who's shown this off in a marathon before.
Actually, it was 2 people.
Oh, it was 2, okay.
Yeah, this past GDQ, there was a 4-way Galaxy race, and 2 of the people got the skip. Jay, our boy Jay from Wales, and Tibbs. Both really awesome runners, I'll say that much. They're very, very skilled at their craft. Yeah, those 4 runners were Jay, Hardcore Gaming 07, Mr. Cloud Kirby, and Tibbs 1. Jay at Hardcore Gaming actually did a race at ESA, and the difference was 1 second. In a 2.5-hour category, they finished 1 second apart, that's just nuts. I mean,
once again, going back to how we were saying how optimized this game can be sometimes, how it came down to that 1 second. Yes, that's a little bit of a small auto-scroller here. Now we have to go ahead and get to this this bullet bill to break open this cage, and we are going to have to do this auto-scroller again.
That's right. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
All right, coming up is Space Junk Comet. It's literally the exact same thing as Space Junk 1, so I don't think we really need to re-explain. So if you want to talk, read donations, go right ahead. We'll be going for the same skip again now, so bless.
Let's see if the space junk skip RNG is better.
We also have the threatening music rather than the calm Space Junk 1 music.
Yeah, so we are now getting into the comets. There are different comets in this game. This is the first type that we're seeing, the speedrun comets.
They're all on what we call a comet cycle. Basically, if you do certain stages in a certain order, that would have worked.
No, it wouldn't have. Bro. God,
If you do certain stages in a certain order, you'll get prankster comets.
All right, that's good.
There we go.
Yeah, it took me a little bit, but you know, better late than never, I'd say.
But yeah, the other types of comets that we'll be seeing, you'll be seeing some Daredevil missions where you have to do a mission with only 1 health, so it's a 1-hit KO. And then not only that, there's Cosmic Luigi races.
Do we actually have any Daredevil comets in the run? I don't think we do. Wait. Yeah, actually, I don't think we do.
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind.
That's all good, but traditionally on the old route, we would be doing Battle Rock, Daredevil, but since we only do 1 star in Battle Rock, we don't have access to it anymore.
Yeah, see, I run on old routes, so that's why I know that. And yeah, that ending section is the mission's the exact same. It's just with the timer this time. Nothing changes.
One thing I want to point out, I don't know if anyone ever sees me flicking the nunchuck. I don't do that just because I'm fidgeting. If you flick the nunchuck while Luigi's walking, whenever you run with Luigi and then you slow down, he slides. But if you flick the stick after, he doesn't slide. So for sections like that where I'm going to be doing a long jump at the end, I don't want Luigi to slide and walk off.
So now we're going to be going over to a very motion control heavy stage. There's a couple of these, we didn't even mention it when we were doing the Manta Ray, but it is motion controlled, where you had to surf with it and tilt it. This is the same thing, but you have to...
Nintendo really loves their gimmicks.
Yeah. This is the same thing, but you have to hold the Wii Remote like a joystick and tilt this ball around.
We actually have a mandatory tutorial, so I'm just going to hop off to the side. Our boy Billboard over here.
There actually is a way to skip this tutorial if you do another ball mission first. Because if you play a later ball mission, the game assumes that you've seen this tutorial.
So the route, yeah, actually, good point. The route in 120, we do Melting Molten 2, which actually has a ball section at the end. And then we do Rolling Green later, so we don't even have to do the tutorial at all. These routers, man, they're clever.
And that saves, like, not even much. Like
15 to 20, I think.
Yeah.
But that's still, hey, like we said before, it matters.
That's still a good amount for something that's literally just routing. And that's a very quick stage. We're already done it as we were saying that. Right there, he actually turned the ball around at the end. That's so he can get onto the pole here from getting launched off, just like that. And yeah, these you can see that these stars are way quicker than the early ones that we were getting. So it's this game starts off a little slow with the first like 2 to 3 stars.
So yeah, we're actually going to Bowser 1. This is the first Bowser level, and it's pretty imperative that we don't die, because if we die, we have to do an extra section. So
Yeah,
All goes well.
can't
we should
die.
be okay.
It's okay though. Hex would never die.
I'm too good. I would never
He's
die.
too good.
All right, time to focus up.
Yeah. Dude, my nunchuck, dude.
Hex, what
the
are you
heck is
doing?
going on? Bro, my nunchuck
Can't
just
believe I
disconnected.
can't believe you died.
Now you're gonna have to do the other section. Oh, never mind. It's fine.
No, we're good. It was a death warp. Yeah, that's intentional. If you die at that specific spot, you can actually go to a later part in the level. That's like one of the most common Galaxy jokes at a marathon. So had to make it.
Surely we've got someone with that.
I will actually be going for a skip later in the level that's pretty difficult and doesn't save that much, but I want to show it off.
And now we have our first Bowser fight. Well, first we have to climb up the stairs first.
Oh, I've actually never I've never seen that skip. Is it
Yeah.
2P only?
It's 2P only. That was not intentional. I was going for something there, but didn't get it, so we'll just move on. Ideally, if you do a triple jump there and a 2P jump, you can actually just skip going on the stairs.
And right here, we're just gonna long jump over here instead of walking all the way around.
Usually I don't go for the triple jump strat, but decided to show it off since it's a marathon.
So while he's doing this Bowser fight, I don't think we've really mentioned how many stars we need to beat this game. So you can get any stars that you want, but it needs to be 60 to unlock the final boss, and then you get 1 grand star for finishing the game. So this is actually 61 star. But any percent sounds better.
If we go underneath Bowser's legs and hit him in the tail, we actually can skip fireball animation, and we can speed this boss up quite a bit. It's not really noticeable until you do the boss normally. Also, those green platforms have terrible hitboxes.
Yeah, so this Bowser fight is pretty simple, but later on he'll be adding different attacks that will make it a little bit more difficult. Yeah, skipping the fireball phase is going to be very helpful, especially in the later ones.
Alright. Yeah, minus that death on the triple jump, that actually was a really good level.
And that will be our second Grand Star, and we will be opening up the kitchen.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well so far. This run's been pretty good, minus kind of some of the space junk levels in that death. Yeah, this run's been really good.
Yeah. And sadly, whenever we get a Grand Star, you do get this
A long
Yeah.
cutscene.
this long cutscene of Luigi flying back to the observatory.
So coming up is Beach Bowl 1. This actually is one of the coolest levels if you've played this game before, and I'll explain why, but basically we can finish the level very quickly. And this isn't just a 2P thing, this you can do even with 1 player.
Yeah, Beach Bowl is just a really quick stage in general. All the missions are really quick here.
We actually need 400 star bits by the time we leave Ghostly 1, which is in a couple stars, but we're pretty much already there. So we're doing good.
And once again, using 2P here, just to get up there.
Delayed 2P jump, we take it.
So yeah, we enter the kitchen here, and the only place that we can even go to is Beach Bowl.
So basically the way the developers intended this level is you're supposed to swim in the water and find 5 star chips. But last time I checked, I think this is a speed run, so we don't do anything the developers intended.
Yeah, so you can actually just go on top of this tree over here. And this is really easy to do. Just backflip off it like that. And then 2P up to the top. Very nice.
There we go.
In 1P, you actually have to do a slope jump there in order to get out, like a slope triple jump.
And that's it. That's the entire level. And if you thought that level was short, well, this next level is even shorter.
Yeah, this next level, you have to do a swim test. And for some reason, a swim test in this world and universe is just getting a golden shell. And you get an automatic pass.
God, I wish when I was 5, the swim test was that easy.
Good luck finding a golden shell, though, in real life.
We haven't mentioned another difference that Luigi has, underwater.
Yeah, every time you spin underwater, Luigi actually loses a little bit of air. I also think he goes a little slower underwater. So it makes the levels a little bit harder, but not really, because you get a lot of spins before it's even a concern. And even when you run out of air, you have around 10 to 15 seconds before you die. So actually, common rookie mistake to make is the shell doesn't spawn until you talk to the penguin. So I see a lot of runners instantly go into the water, and I get a little worried because I don't know if they talk to the penguin, and sometimes they don't talk to the penguin in advance, and they're just looking for a shell that's never going to be there.
Yeah, and those penguins who are swimming around the shell, they will always have it, and they always go in the same path each time, so it's very consistent.
Since we're in Japanese, you don't get to see it, but the penguin actually asks, "Nice job, but are you even one of my students?"
Also, you didn't do what I was hoping you would do. You didn't throw the shell at him.
No, we spared him today. Penguin's been nice. He'll be nice back. And yeah, coming up is Beach Bowl 3. This is actually another level with the big skip. We're gonna go to the Stone Cyclone planet, and we're actually gonna do a well-positioned long jump to the end. And we'll skip about half of it. It saves 15 to 20, but we actually do it twice. So it totals like a net 40-second time save.
Yeah, so this upcoming skip there's a lot of clips of people failing this one.
Also, bonk warps.
Oh yeah, me and Benny were actually doing a tournament race, and I got the bonk warp, where basically you spawn in and you bonk on something invisible, and you warp very high in the air, and you just have to wait until you fall enough, and then you die. It's actually kind of comical, because there's nothing you can really do to prevent it. It's just something that kind of happens. All right, there's a little bit of a tight cycle that I need to make here. All right, we're good.
Oh, a little close there.
Yeah.
I was afraid you were going to spin bonk. All right, so right here, we're just going to go ahead and long jump over to the star, and if he does it correctly, he should be able to get a wall jump. Nice.
Yeah, that skip is actually a lot harder than it looks, because if you're too low, you just won't get a wall jump at all. All right, that was good. Next up is Bubble Breeze. Bubble Breeze is a fun level. It's basically you're in a bubble and you have to push Luigi around with the pointer. And yeah, there's a pretty big, chunky skip we can do at the end. I'll explain that when the time comes.
It's also another very easy skip. It may look hard to do, but it's actually very free. This will be officially 1/3 of the stars that we need. We're at 20 out of 60. don't think we've seen a, unless correct me if I'm wrong, we haven't seen an FPJ yet, have we?
No. I haven't really exactly been going for him as
That's
well.
fair.
So yeah, these star chips, I don't actually think that they're on a cycle. They just move when they're on screen. Like they have set paths, but they don't actually move until they're on screen.
That's the case with most Mario games, specifically 3D Mario games, is that stuff only moves when you're looking at it. And Galaxy is a big case of that. Specifically, even launch stars won't become active until you're like looking at them.
So here we have a skip. Skips more than half the galaxy. So this section is super long.
And that may look difficult, and
It's
like he just stood on nothing, but it's very lenient. There's so much room to stand there.
Yeah, we're good.
You just do a backflip as soon as you land.
It saves close to like a minute and a half, I think.
Yeah, that section's very long, and it has a lot of auto-scroller sections where you have to wait for stuff to open. It's very boring, so thank God we can skip it.
Right here is actually one of my favorite levels. I know I said that about like pretty much half of the levels in this game, but I do really like this game. And this level's cool because as a 2P runner, we can do a lot more skips and tricks, and that'll become apparent shortly.
Yeah, so we're going back to this stage we were already in to get the secret star, and when you do that, you can actually skip the opening cutscenes.
Oh, that penguin's mean today.
I'm surprised I didn't get that.
Yeah,
That always happens. Okay, we gotta back up. Oh my God.
The camera here is horrible, by the way. Nice. Good backup.
That was close.
You almost jumped off the edge.
That would have been a clip, I'll tell you that much.
So you're supposed to use the cataquack here to get up to this question mark, or you can just 2P jump, or even triple jump.
Or you can get a frame perfect ground pound, or we can just not get the 2P jump.
There we go.
And
2P jumps are hard to
actually,
use too.
SM64 fans will be happy to see this. There's actually BLJ.
Oh my God,
in
BLJ!
SMG.
And this is the Ice Flower, a really cool power-up that doesn't sadly return in Mario Galaxy 2 for some reason.
One of the sickest power-ups in 3D Mario.
Yeah, so normally you're supposed to have this cataquack launch you up to the star as well, but with 2P, we can just do this.
Oh my God, again.
If we can get it. There we go.
There we go.
Seems like your hands are a bit cold, Hex.
No, I'm good. I was just mistiming.
Keep in mind that it is a pretty tight window to get 2B jumps as well, so
Yeah.
It's also like 20 degrees outside.
that's also true.
Good old Maryland weather.
It got
Alright.
it got warmer.
Coming up, Ghostly 1. This is actually a really cool level, but it's also very hard. There's going to be a lot of moving parts to it.
But this is where we save Luigi.
Yeah, we're Luigi and we save Luigi.
It's funny because when you first play this game, you have to beat the whole game as Mario, and then you complete as Luigi. And I thought that they were going to, do a whole swap, like maybe Mario would be stuck here, but no, it's just Luigi saving Luigi.
It's called Luigi's Mansion for a reason.
Luigi wants his titles to be him so much that he saves himself. So right here we're going to get this rainbow star, which is going to make us invincible. And the main reason we get this is because there's going to be a Boo in here that we want to kill. And you're supposed to use the light to kill him, but instead you can just...
I guess we should mention that because it's Luigi saving Luigi, Luigi actually is in the game more than Mario.
That is true. Also, your top running speed when you have the star power up is very fast.
That was really good.
Yeah, that was really
flawless.
smooth. Nice.
Coming up, we actually have another skip, Mansion Clip. Basically, instead of doing the mansion as intended, we can try and go underneath the floor using one of these pull stars, and we can skip the key section entirely. Yeah, there we go. Nice.
You didn't even have to use the other star.
Yeah, I didn't think that was going to work, but I'll take it.
And what's funny is that these lights, like the circles on the floor, just don't appear.
I actually have to retime that, but that might have actually beaten my gold.
Oh, nice.
That was really
good.
yeah, that was really
Considering
good,
you didn't
dude.
have to use the second pull star there, that yeah.
Recently, I just PB'd in this category, but this run is actually like 20 seconds behind my PB before that. So this is really solid so far.
Yeah, Hex actually, he's been grinding for that 230 barrier, and he
Yeah,
finally got it.
I got a 229.22. It was actually really awesome. So right here, we're going to talk to Luigi, and the reason we're going to do that is because Luigi is actually going to be very helpful in this game. He's going to go and find power stars for us. However, he doesn't know if we actually need his help until we go talk to him. So we're going to use the fact that launch stars take a little bit to spawn. We're going to feed this hungry Luma, and we're going to go talk to Luigi while we wait for the launch star to spawn.
Yeah, so that's also another rookie mistake, is that some people don't know that you actually have to talk to Luigi, or they forget to. So most people have it written in their splits.
Yeah, I have TTL on my splits just to remind me to talk to Luigi.
The other one is also later, when we talk to Luigi, it unlocks these stars that we will get letters from for Toad to go find Luigi, and if you don't talk to Toad, you don't get to go get those stars.
I guess we should mention that not quite Galaxy 1, but Galaxy 2 recently, and I say recently, it was literally an hour and a half ago. The record was broken for it.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, shout out to Goryuya.
Many of you guys may know Goryuya. He was one of the first people to get sub-hour in Odyssey. Got a gaming legend right there.
Yeah, and he's actually been learning Galaxy 1, so.
Ooh. I'm shaking.
Oh yeah, this is a long jump simulator.
Yeah, there's not much to talk about here.
This is what Galaxy speedrunning is to most people.
Why do you run this game? It's just long jumps. I do like that level, but it is boring. There's nothing there.
It is a little boring. But it's a level where typically not a lot goes wrong, so it's kind of just one of those breather levels.
It's got some good music though too.
Yep. This entire game just has amazing music.
This is like one of the most chill games to run. It's just very laid back.
So as we see, Luigi has found a star, and we gotta go save him because he trapped himself on top of this roof. So that's what we're gonna go do.
Time for the hardest star in the game.
Yeah. This level is actually pretty convoluted and interesting because what we have to do is we have to go to the underside of a planet, and we have to go through a series of pipes, and then eventually we'll end up on top of the house. So, we have to make sure to select star 1, this way we don't see an extra 15 seconds of cutscenes. So yeah, we're gonna go underneath, go through the pipes, and it's done.
That's definitely how they intended it, right?
Yeah. Why else would you be able to wall jump off of the roof?
True, very true. Oh, nice backflip.
Oh, no, no.
Oh.
That's what I get for making fun of the level, man.
That's why we preface by saying it's the hardest mission.
I actually put down my nunchuck for a sec, and I thought that the backflip would hit the star, but I guess not. All right, now we have Honey Hive Comet. This is the first of the Cosmic Luigi races. I believe we do
3.
3 or 4.
I'm pretty sure.
No, we do 4.
Oh, is it 4?
Yeah, we do 4.
Oh yeah,
And,
C-slide.
Yeah, this is the first
Oh,
one.
yeah.
There's actually a pretty sizable skip we can do in this level. It's pretty apparent. The game shows you have to go down that slide, same way you did in Honey Hive 1. But we didn't do it in Honey Hive 1, and we're not going to do it here.
Yeah, so you could just jump off the edge and then skip the path that Cosmic Luigi will go. Cosmic Luigi is actually faster than Cosmic Mario, so these stars are harder in Luigi compared to Mario. Also, right here, if he gets it, okay, so you just saw that you got a head start boost.
You have 5 frames to do it.
Yeah, and you have to crouch on a certain time, and you have to jump, press A at a certain time to get that. So, oh, almost fell, but you're good.
That was interesting.
And there you go, very quick and easy start.
Well, maybe not easy.
Well,
It's not the easiest thing in the world, but it's not terrible.
yeah, and you may have noticed that, like, he was very far away from that platform when he shook. When you shake the controller and you go backwards instead of forwards, you get a lot more, like, speed. Backwards momentum is faster in most Mario games. And the 2P again to get up here.
So now we're going to do Beach Bowl Comet. It's pretty much the Stone Cyclone planet, but a little bit faster and a little bit easier. So yeah, we'll do that skip again. Not much to say, it's just a rehash.
Yeah, the only thing that's, this is one of the weird comets. There's only, I think, 2 in the entire game that are like this. This is called Fast VODs, where it just speeds up the moving parts in the level. So it makes the cycles a little bit different.
Yeah, I'd argue that these cycles are a little... There's no way I just died. Well, I was going to say the cycles are a little easier, but game made me eat my words there, I'll say that much.
To be fair, you didn't say it until afterwards.
That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, that ledge there can be very annoying. Oh, nice.
Yeah, you can wall jump off those tox boxes.
Those tox boxes can also send you for a ride, though, if you end up on top of them. Nice. Got it again.
I mean, the death was pretty quick at the start, so...
Yeah, it only lost like 10, 15 seconds max.
All right, back in Ghostly, we're going to be doing another race. This time we're going up against the Spooky Speedster. If you want to do the guessing game again, good guesses are around 40 to 50 seconds. It usually depends on how the race goes.
2479.
Yeah, 2479. You can't, time can't end in those numbers.
Yeah, unlike the loop-de-loop race where we did, where that one was more like within a 5-second gap that people usually guess, this one's, it could be anywhere between 40 to 50 usually. Because this one's all about pole stars.
I'm gonna guess a 49.53.
Go 47.55.
Those bats.
Oh yeah.
Very annoying.
And again, collecting starbits here. You can get 5 from each one of those pumps there.
Probably don't even need to, but because I'm actually more of a 120 runner, which is the 100% category. My muscle memory is pretty much just to collect starbits at all time.
So this could be a lot of pole star action here.
This is the first time and one of the 2 times we hear the slow version of the race theme.
Oh, nice bonk there on the skull.
Yeah, it happens sometimes.
And if you want to know why there's meat chilling in space,
I have no clue.
none of us know.
What
Right
if
here.
I did and I just didn't tell anyone?
Right here, he went to that planet, the pulsar planet, and just bounced off it. He didn't even go on top of it.
So if anyone guessed 43.78, you would have been correct.
We were way off.
Yeah. Oh, it was pretty good, minus the skull bonk, but we'll take it. All right, coming up is another really cool level, Ghostly Secret. There's actually a little bit of a skip I can do with 2P. There's two variants of skips you can do. One is called 2P keyless. The other one's called 2P 1 key. I'm gonna go for the 2P 1 key strat just because it's a lot more consistent. But both of them look really cool. Also, we have to make sure, this is one of the stars where we can't just put our cursor off screen, because if we do, we'll actually go into Ghostly 3, and we don't want to go into Ghostly 3.
Yeah, it was the same thing when we went to get Luigi in Good Egg, because the blank star is not the one we want to go to.
So surprise, surprise, there's a launch star hitting this rock. And basically what you're supposed to do is supposed to collect question mark coins and advance these matter splatter platforms, but we don't have to do that. We can just do a lot of well-timed jumps.
This is one of my favorite sections in the run.
I despise this section. Doing the section 1P is so painful.
That is fair, but being able to do long jumps and skip all that stuff is really cool. And right there,
Oof,
oh,
almost got
almost.
it. Nice.
There we go.
And yeah, that just skips that auto-scroller section there that you would have to do in 1P.
We're about halfway through the run.
Yeah, first half ends after this next star. Airship Armada, the second Bowser Jr. stage. It's actually a terrible level.
Yep.
However, there's a lot of cool stuff that we do. Basically what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna go into a cannon and we're gonna shoot from the beginning of the level directly to the end. And then we have a boss fight at the end.
This boss fight, if something goes wrong in this boss fight, it's so annoying.
Yeah.
It's really hard to recover. So like, best case scenario, you do everything the way you intend it to, but if it goes a little off edge, that's pretty hard to back up.
Funny thing, holding Z when you go into cannons actually zooms it out, so it makes it that I can shoot through the star a lot quicker.
Why did I never know that?
Yeah, it's kind of, well, it doesn't work on 3D All-Stars.
Oh, that would explain it then. Yeah, I'm a filthy 3D All-Stars runner.
Yeah, and coming up, this boss fight has more enemy spam than a 9-year-old's Mario Maker 2 level, so that'll be interesting. You'll see what I'm talking about.
And right here, we're not actually going to be... Oh yeah, never mind, you are. Some people actually take that Sling Star. It's all preference, though. Some people just don't like doing the backflip or the triple jump up there because you have to be in that spot specifically to start the fight. So again, he's manipulating these bullet bills so that they don't block his shots, but if one of them does, it can mess up this fight a lot. And this fight, for some reason, the second phase only needs 2 hits, so just like that, we're done.
Yeah, that was actually really good.
Very nice.
We take that. That could have gone a lot worse.
And yeah, he's long. You want to be like right on the Grand Star, but if you're right next to it too, that's also fine.
So thus is the end of first half.
And we have this Grand Star cutscene once again. This one will be opening up the bedroom, which has some decent levels depending on how you look at it.
And I'd argue that it's probably the most, not boring part of the run, but if you're on PvP pace, bedroom can be very stressful. But there's a lot of fun levels, a lot of cool looking levels, and yeah, so I'm actually really excited to show some of them off.
And in 120, some of the worst levels.
Very true. We actually skipped the entirety of Dusty Dune Galaxy, which is considered to be one of the worst galaxies in the game.
We skip it for good reason.
I actually like Dusty Dune though, so I feel like I'm one of the only people who have that opinion.
I like the design of it. It's just, it's long. And yeah, we have to talk to Luigi here again. Or not Luigi, sorry. Talk to Toad. If you don't talk to Toad, that star won't be there. So some people have made mistakes where they're on PB Pace Run, and they just like, okay, I gotta go to Battle Rock.
Oh, I wonder who did that.
I wonder who would do that.
Nope, not me. Definitely not me.
Hex had a moment where he started going towards the Fountain Visit without talking to Toad, and someone in his chat reminded him right in time.
Yeah, shoutouts to Miggy D, the Mine 2001. That's my homie. Big ups, Mine.
So right here, we're just gonna go ahead and long. Oh, nice.
We're good. No panic, no panic.
We just sneak underneath the platform there instead of having to shrink it down so we can fall through. And this is just a path that everybody takes here for hurry scurry. Nice. It's pretty. This one's basically an auto-scroller.
Yeah, I mean... Alright, and now we're going back to Battle Rock. We're going to be doing the same auto-scroller again, but this time we got to get Rescue Luigi. I guess we get another chance to be out of bounds, but don't hold your breath.
Yeah, so it's actually funny because we have to unlock unlocking Luigi is actually pretty difficult casually, I'd say, because you have to deal with the upside down gravity of handling these bullet bills.
We have to make sure to not select Battle Rock to one of those levels where we can't insta-click. But since we already visited, we can skip cutscenes.
There are some people who you can actually use the nunchuck analog stick to switch which one you're picking. So some people actually like to do that instead of pointing at the star.
Second try at Broob.
You got the triple, but...
And if that was going to work, that there's no way I had enough speed to make it to the wall.
Yeah, it's fair.
Probably would have died. So, yeah, just a little bit of a auto-scroller.
Again, we can just mess around and hold these balls in place. It doesn't change anything.
Doesn't change anything either, yeah.
Battle Rock is just filled with funny gravity stuff.
I didn't explain this before, but before the auto-scroller comes to an end, I do a little bit of a triple jump using the sausage momentum, just so a little bit of an optimization so that I don't have to wait to the end. So right here. Do a little triple jump there.
And there's Luigi. This is another star which I wish we had English text, because Luigi here says, like, okay, tell Rosalina that I got this one, okay?
Yeah, he leaves his mark on it because it's actually a green star. There are 3 of these that unlock the Trials Galaxies. I'm sure you all know about the Trials Galaxies because those are one of the hardest levels in Super Mario Galaxy, period. But we don't actually do any of them at 90% because we have to get all 3 green stars, and we only get 2 of them. The other one is in the aforementioned Dusty Dune Galaxy, and I think it's pretty self-explanatory why we don't go to Dusty Dune. Right here, we're actually going to do a little bit of a observatory optimization. We're actually going to use the red ring in the middle to go to bedroom. People have coined this the red ring of death. Xbox users know a lot about that one.
Yeah, it's very easy to fall off there, and if you fall off, you warp back to the last solid ground you were standing on. So it loses quite a bit of time.
So we're actually going to Freeze Flame Galaxy. The game wants you to go to Gusty Garden Galaxy first, but we're actually going to head to Freeze Flame.
Yeah, we have enough stars to go to any galaxy here that we want to, so.
Sadly, we still have to do Gusty Garden. I personally don't like that.
Yeah, Gusty Garden's alright. But Freeze Flame, this is probably the community decided favorite galaxy of everyone. I actually don't like it very much.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
My
Okay.
favorite galaxy is Melty Molten,
Okay, well, that's close enough.
Yeah.
which is decided that is probably the second favorite galaxy of everyone in the community. We actually did a tournament where we put all the galaxies in a bracket, and the final was Melty Molten versus Freeze Flame. Freeze Flame eventually winning.
As it should.
So right there, we just have to grab that penguin.
I think I could find that.
A lot of people don't know this, but when you're skating, you can actually skate backwards if you hold Z.
Yep.
And you can also do long jumps.
It doesn't do anything. It's just funny.
Yeah.
The swag.
Yeah, so we'll triple jump up here off this side path, so we don't have to grab the first ice flower. But we do need this one. And we skip going on top of those moving blocks because they're pretty annoying cycle-wise.
So right here, this is Baron Burr. Ideally, we'd wait for him to slam, but if we do a backflip and spin in the air, we can actually, I don't even know what you'd call it, we can defrost him midair. So this is, he doesn't really pose that much of a threat, barring you do everything correctly.
Yeah, it's easily, like, that's by far probably the easiest boss fight in this game.
So yeah, that was really good Freeze Flame 1.
Freeze
Yeah.
Flame 2 has some really cool stuff in it.
So
Yeah, this level is going to be really cool.
going back to the tournament, yeah. So it was at the end Freeze Flame and Melty Molten. Something interesting though, speedrunners have a widely different opinion of their favorites compared to like what casual players consider their favorite. I guess I can mention this because Freeze Flame 2 doesn't really have too much until the middle of the galaxy.
Yeah, go right ahead.
For example, we don't like Gusty Garden. We prefer Buoy Base.
Buoy Base is awesome. I really like Buoy Base. We'll show off that level. That level's actually towards the end.
So this mission that he's doing right now has some really cool gravity stuff in like 2 different parts.
That was weird.
Also, this is something that I actually didn't know until pretty much recently, was when you break open these crystals, if you aren't holding a direction, Luigi will just stay in place, and you have to wait a second or so for those shards to actually become collectible.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
okay, what is going on?
You just died? What?
I've never seen that.
That is something that I've never seen
I think you
before.
got hit, and then you used the pole star, and so you got double hit.
Okay.
I wouldn't even be upset at that.
I'm not.
That's
That was interesting.
That was
Once
very
again,
funny.
that's never happened before.
There's always something like that.
I
in
think
every
what happened
marathon.
was the pole star removed your invincibility frames.
Probably.
That was funny. Yeah, so what he was trying to do was long jump into this, but
There
that's
we go.
fine too, I guess. I like how that just shocked all of us.
I saw my life counter go from 2 to 0. I was like, okay, that just happened. So yeah, I actually don't think that I've done this level intended ever in my life. So I'm not even sure what you're supposed to do. But yeah, you
Okay.
can use the gravity to pretty much just skip all the way to the end.
Yeah, right here you can just long jump past this question mark block and just go down here, and that's the end of the level. Take a little intentional booty burn here.
Me when I ate Taco Bell.
Okay.
Another BLJ. Short
Yeah.
one, though.
And right here, you can just, when you throw fireballs, when they disappear, you can throw another one, and you just keep getting height. So we just do it right into the star there.
Yeah, so the next level is actually Gusty Garden 1. This level it's not really that flashy, but there's a lot of little things that go into it. It's kind of underrated as one of the levels that's pretty difficult, so hopefully I can show it off well. And then after that, we have Freeze Flame 3, and then Gusty Garden 2. Gusty Garden 2, oh boy, we'll have a field day with that one.
Yeah, Gusty Garden 2 had some pretty interesting stuff in it. One section in particular.
Time for the most overrated music in the game. There, I said it.
True.
Dude, I was going to
True.
say what you will about this Galaxy, but I at least like the music, and then you just had to call me out like that. Okay.
Yeah, if we shake and then jump, we get a lot of speed off of those flowers.
Oh yeah, the lag here.
Yeah, there's a little bit of lag if you hit that coin. That's why we try to avoid it, but wasn't as fortunate. And we can do a little bit of a grounded 2P jump there. Get a little bit of speed. We're actually going to skip all of these bean planets, I guess. I don't really know what they are. And we're going to end up here.
Yeah, so you can just skip all the way to this one, and then you can triple jump up here instead of using a vine. And this is the guy we actually have to defeat here.
Okay,
all
all right.
right then.
Just come down. Ideally, if you freeze him, you can just long jump on top of him, but didn't work out.
And now we have another bunny. Return to the bunnies.
Yeah, this bunny, if we position ourselves correctly, we can get this done very quickly.
I think this is the second to last one in any percent.
Yep.
Yep, that is true.
Do a little bit of a long jump, and there we go.
Nice. So if you miss him there, he'll actually go to the next area, so it only loses about like 10 seconds.
But it looks really cool. That's all
Yeah.
that matters. All right, Freeze Flame 3. This is one of my least favorite levels in the game. It's just has very tight movement, nothing really exciting. Just kind of one of those levels you wait for it to get over.
Yeah, it has some cool moments, but overall it's kind of forgettable. The beginning's cool. We're gonna skip this entire like beginning section, this beginning planet, by just doing a little jump over the edge.
This is personally my favorite mission in the entire run.
I would actually get that to Freeze Flame too, for me personally.
Yeah, so we actually were meant to go around, but we can just do that and skip it all.
Yeah, you just jump diagonally at the start with a skate. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes when you do the camera cancels, the up input to recenter the camera doesn't register. At that point, there's nothing you can really do.
Yeah, if you are a little bit slower on a camera cancel, sometimes you break even with not doing it. But then if that happens, yeah, you lose like a little bit of time. A little bit of risk versus reward.
So you know long jumps, but do you really know long jumps?
Also, you were supposed to like open that cage, and instead we can just, backflip over it. Because who needs to do anything intended?
All right. In this final section, lava and ice. It's just a skating section.
What's funny is the comet for Cosmic Luigi actually has this planet, but all ice, and it actually unlocks before you do this mission with the regular setup for this area.
Nice.
Yeah, so this route's called Going Commando.
Yeah, it's called Going Commando.
Galaxy community is great with coming up names. We've got Long Island Limbo,
Kansas City Shuffle.
Kansas City Shuffle, Pushback.
Wasn't there one that had Massacre in it at one point, I think? I'm thinking of something else. Never
All
mind.
right, time for Gusty Garden 2. This is one of the funniest levels in the community. for unnamed reasons, but it's actually underrated in terms of difficulty. This level, in my opinion, is probably one of the hardest levels in the run. There's going to be a middle section with 3 moles on a question mark planet, and you have to manipulate the camera in order to get all 3 moles. So while it may look like I'm not doing anything special, I have to make sure that they're on screen so that they can advance. And contrary to popular belief, they're not actually cycle-based. It's just based off of the camera.
Now, if you time this correctly, you could actually skip this bottom planet.
Wait, you can?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So as you can see, I'm looking up at the other planet from down there so that I can advance those 2 moles. Then thankfully, because I'm using 2P, I can just freeze them.
At least I'm pretty sure you can. I swear I've done it.
I think you might be thinking of Gusty Garden 3.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think you are.
Maybe. I'm running on 3 hours of sleep, so.
And that was actually really good.
Yeah, that was really nice.
No bad mole cycles.
Being able to freeze them with
Shouts to
2P
tubes.
is also really nice.
Mole cycles.
Just tubes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is pretty customary. We just spawn the worm in the apple. Interesting level design choice, I'll say that much. But right here, we can actually use 2P to kind of take a shortcut.
For some reason, that apple's like infinitely big. And the worm just keeps coming out of it.
Yeah, and you don't even. Yeah, you can do either 2P for that or a 2P jump for that, but you can also just triple jump up to it too.
You can even backflip.
Yeah, that as well.
And now we're going to go watch some HBO. For those of you who got that reference.
Yeah, I agree.
Beyond
HBO is a really cool subscription service.
Only Galaxy runners know the reference.
If you get it, you get it. If you don't ask.
So we can hit Starbits to stun him. Makes it a lot easier and a lot faster. This guy doesn't pose too much of a threat. Actually, I was wrong. There is one Daredevil Comet in the run, and it's with Major Burrows. There's something really cool you can do with Major Burrows that I'm going to show off at the end of the run.
Oh, yes.
But for now, pretty easy, pretty customary.
This is, I think I know what you're talking about. It's never
If you
been
think you
shown.
do, you do.
It's never been shown at a marathon, and I've always wanted one of the 2P runners to show it off.
All right. And we're nearing the end of Bedroom. We have a couple stars left in Gusty Garden, a couple stars left in Freeze Flame. We do Honey Climb, and then we do Bowser 2.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna say we're nearing the end of the run. I'm like, yeah, we got an hour left.
So coming up is Freeze Flame's Secret. This is actually one of the coolest visually appealing levels in the entire run.
The movement's also sick.
Yeah. And especially with 2P, you kind of just bust this level open.
And once again, gotta start this level the exact same way we did before with catching this penguin. This is also one of my favorite stars, just because of the climb up the mountain that we get to do.
Yeah.
I love the penguin.
For
He's
me,
cute.
it's probably going to be a little bit different because I use 2P. So this is probably not what many viewers and commentators are going to expect.
Yeah, the two of us who are commentating, me and Benny, we both have only ran 1P, so.
I've been trying to get into 2P, but Wiimotes are not easy to come across.
Oh, that's not good.
However, I think Hex is going to teach me some 2P.
I can.
Yeah.
Usually you're supposed to do 2P jump there, but I missed the 2P jump, so I'm just going to do some 1P movements. If you fall in the water there, it's not good.
And right here, so this whole mountain, you're supposed to use fireballs to clear paths for you to go through. But other than this one, you actually don't need to use them. So now we're not going to grab any more fireballs. And we're just going to be backflipping up the mountain. Like this, and using the snowmen to gain height. And 2P jumping as well, of course.
Those bats can be really annoying.
And there you go.
Yeah, that was all right.
Again, that's like a really cool section of movement there.
So I think now we have Freeze Flame Comet. Like Joey was saying, it's like the end of Freeze Flame 3.
And this one usually shows up before Freeze Flame 3 sometimes, so. It's basically the end of Freeze Flame 3, but instead of getting ice flowers, it's just all ice anyways. So.
Yeah, not much going on here if you want to talk redonation, stuff like that.
This is actually the only race that we're doing that we will not be getting the quick start because there's so little room on that platform that it's not even worth it.
Oh god. If you get trolled, you actually can flip the gravity, but you end up not even landing on the platform, so you have to take a death and start again.
Yeah.
That was alright.
Again, these are always really quick stars.
So coming up is Gusty Garden 3. In this level, you have the option of getting the main star, which we'll see in the intro, or the secret star. Tip, do not get the secret star first. You will actually mess up the comet cycles and lose your run. I had to learn that the hard way. I actually, about a week ago, I was on PB pace, sub 230 pace even, which was my goal, and I did secret instead of 3, and I lost my run. So yeah, don't be like me, don't do that.
Yeah, comet cycles are very important in Mario Galaxy 1. In Mario Galaxy 2, when you unlock a comet on a stage, it stays for good. But here, they are on cycles, and they leave after they show up.
So actually, this is what Benny was talking about before. You can actually skip having to go on this planet down here. I don't know, yeah, like that.
Oh yeah, that was the one.
Make it up. Hello. So yeah, we're actually gonna skip the golden chomp there. He has a star. It wasn't obvious enough. And yeah, coming up is a section where we have to collect 5 star chips. We can actually do some interesting things with the gravity, making it so that we actually don't have to raise and lower the planets, which I'm pretty sure is what's intended. Like I said, it's been a very long time since
Nah,
I've
you
done it.
just climb the poles.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, right there. We're able to just skip out on most of it.
That fourth one's, with its depth perception, can be kind of annoying to grab.
Yeah.
Also, this whole section here, so you're supposed to like flip the gravity a couple times to do this puzzle, but Hex is gonna do a long jump from this first section here to the very end. And it's gonna skip basically this entire section here. So here we go.
Yeah, we made it with height to spare.
Ooh.
Oh, wow, very nice. That's pretty scary to do. It looks terrifying to go for. But.
You honestly have a lot of height, but I mean, it looks very scary to a casual eye. All right, we're gonna see our friend Major Burrows again. He Daredevil Comet this time. Basically, we can't get hit. If you get hit, you have to start the entire boss again. It's pretty much the same thing, so You guys can talk, we donation, stuff like that. You know the drill.
We got the drill. We got it. Also, I was right. There was a Daredevil.
Yeah, I know. I was wrong.
I knew I was remembering something. Yeah, so like I was mentioning earlier in the run, and by earlier I mean like an hour ago, Daredevil missions are pretty interesting where it's one-hit kill mode.
Luckily, most of them are not too bad, except for
Melty Molten. You have to
Melty
do the
Molten.
entire level.
And Deep Dark.
Deep Dark's not terrible because we can set up Camilla.
There's only 2 missions in this game that are, actually no, the other one's a speedrun. Yeah, there's only 1 mission in this game that's a Daredevil, and you have to play the entire mission. Usually it's just a boss fight or something like that, and that's usually the case, but
They had to choose the hardest one.
they had to choose one of the hardest stages to do damage with, and you have to do it for one of the stars. And very nice. Second verse, same as the first.
So coming up, we actually have Gusty Garden Secret, pretty quick level. Same thing as before, we're gonna grab all the question mark coins and get the golden chomp because all the question mark coins spawn a star. And then with that, we can break the chomp. And then that's gonna be it for most of the levels. We just have 2 left in bedroom.
Both of them have exciting skips, too.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're just going back here to get that secret star that we were talking about before. Almost picked one.
I don't know what I was doing there. It's all good. Got to make sure to grab these question mark coins. In one of my runs, I lost a minute and a half because I forgot to grab these. And because we do this star last, there's no backup.
So yeah, we actually had to collect all these key coins. Not key coins.
I mean, technically they are. Q means question mark, but
Well, I mean, I said key coins, so I said something
key
completely.
coins. Yeah, no, that's wrong.
And the star just spawns right there.
Nice. All right, coming up is Honey Climb. This level is
First-
very interesting, and you'll see why.
There is a strat called Value B Fly High thing.
Value Fly High B thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll see, you'll see.
If you can't tell, we're very good at naming strats.
This is my personal favorite strat. It's great.
Yeah, Value came back to running this game and found this within like a week of coming back.
Value was the one that also found Battle Rock 1 out of bounds, I'm pretty sure. I mean, he wasn't the one who found it, but it was theorized, and I think he was the first
He was the
to pull
first
it
one to
off.
execute it, yeah.
And then in Super Mario Galaxy 2, he was also like the person who made a pretty big skip, now possible in RTA.
Okay, that was...
All right,
So, we're
here
going to line
it-
ourselves up, and we're going to ascend.
Up we go.
Ooh, that was a really good one.
That was nice.
We're going to do it again on the final wall. Right now, we can't do them vertically, or we can't do them horizontally. So...
Do we want to explain how that works, or are we just going to leave that?
I'm not even really sure how it works. You jump off the wall, you shake, you blast off like a rocket.
It's pretty hard to explain, actually. Like,
You
what goes into
basically
it.
just shake right after you jump off the wall. It's so weird. You have to face straight up, too.
Yeah.
And cannot be moving.
So, once again,
And right here, we're going to try and get a boost off the bug. Very terrible boost off the bug, so sadly I have to just do it normally. But we get another shot right here.
that's a good one, too. The first one you got in this level was really good, though.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Very, very good.
Considering that that bug spin you got, that was
Yeah,
pretty
that
decent.
was, I'm not really sure what happened there, but we take it and we move on. All right, coming up is probably the coolest looking level, I'd say. Bowser 2 is really sick. There's a lot of gravity skips, a lot of cool movement, one very big trick at the end. So I'm actually just gonna let all the gameplay do the talking on this one.
All right.
I personally love all of the designs of all the Bowser levels, but 2 is definitely where it peaks.
Yeah.
Also a pretty famous skip in this one called Plus Skip.
We'll let the gameplay show it. This galaxy is a perfect example of gravity stuff.
Yeah. Nice little triple jump up here instead of having to ride those platforms. And 2P up here instead of having to... yeah, you just clip through that gate as well, by the way.
Yeah, that gate, I don't think it has any hitbox from the back.
It doesn't, yeah. Which is funny. Yeah, 1P has to climb the pole, a shame.
Well, they do a triple jump.
Oh, yeah, true.
All right, here comes the infamous plus skip.
And here we go. Very nice.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
That skip, it looks a lot harder than it is, but you can get trolled sometimes.
And now that's basically it. The other thing that we're going to do, we're supposed to save these Lumas, but they can just stay in these crystals for all we care
they're
about.
chilling. They're chilling and vibing.
They're
We're
just,
good.
yeah, they're just vibing. Why would we disturb their peace?
That was a really good level.
Yeah, that went
Yeah,
really well.
that was great.
Yeah, I just love when Luigi pops through that fence. And now Bowser is going to be a little bit more difficult. He's going to start sending out these rings at us and also spinning at us like this. And when he does that, it's pretty hard to avoid, especially when you spin his face.
You can avoid it, but honestly, it depends on which direction you're hit, and I was just not hitting a good direction. It's all good. It loses like 3 to 5 seconds just to get hit there, but the time saved from hitting Bowser, it evens out.
Yeah, and once again, hitting him here, like, it stops his fireball phase, so it's worth going for.
Oh, what the heck?
Oh, okay.
I didn't see that one.
That was just... I mean, you had to wait anyways for him to get to you, so...
This is definitely the hardest Bowser fight.
Yeah, the third one you would think would be harder, but it's actually, like, really easy, especially the final phase. Nice.
Oddly enough, there's a weird thing that can happen where if you spin, sometimes you spin to hit him, but it hits his face. So it actually cancels out the spin, and you take damage because of it. It's really, really dumb, and we don't even know what causes it. So I'm just kind of glad it didn't happen.
And there we go. That's Bowser.
Gonna be off to engine room, probably the hardest part of the run.
I'd argue that bedroom is harder. Engine room for me is my favorite.
It's definitely my favorite, but it's just it could be tough.
Engine room just looks so cool with a lot of the skips that you get to do in it.
Yeah.
One of the first ones one of the ones that we'll be doing in Toy Time 1 is probably one of my favorite tricks in the game.
Yeah, this is a really good run, especially for a marathon.
So yeah, this will be the last Grand Star cutscene we have, except from the final boss. You can technically do one more Grand Star level before the final boss, and in 120, it would be the last star we get before finishing off the 80% portion. But you don't need to beat the final Bowser Jr. to unlock Final Bowser. You just need to beat Bowser 2 to unlock him. And 60 stars.
Yeah, coming up is Gold Leaf 1. This level is cool and all, but this galaxy has the coolest levels in the run, and I can say that pretty confidently. Gold Leaf 2 and Gold Leaf 3 are just so visually appealing. So let's hope that I do them justice.
And now we're going to have this lovely number at our feet, and that's to tell us how many stars we have left in the run. Well, +1.
And he's doing really good on star bits. Doesn't need to get any more.
Yeah, the only amount that we need left is 600. So we have 300 extra already. In 120, you actually need to grind 2 separate times. For
That is if you're 1P.
Well, yeah, if you're 1P. You have to grind 2 separate times for star bits because in
Okay.
1P you can't get enough.
Okay, Mr. 2P.
We're 1P veterans over here.
So this is the level with the final bunny of the run. This is the most annoying bunny by all means.
Because it is, I'm pretty sure this one's faster than Luigi.
It is. Well, no, it's not. It's faster than Mario.
Once again, this is where 3D All-Stars comes in clutch because all the bunnies are super slow in 3D All-Stars.
Using 2P to stop the boulder to get extra star bits.
Getting extra star bits when he doesn't even need them.
Well, the reason I actually grab them
Is for the bunny.
Yeah, for the bunny.
Oh,
In
yeah,
case I
that's
miss,
true.
I can try and shoot the bunny with starbits.
Yeah, so right here we actually have to get these star chips here. We've skipped a lot of the pull star chips, but these ones we're actually going to go ahead and grab.
Yeah, there's no way to skip because the launch star doesn't even spawn
Yeah.
until we grab all of them.
Unless we find a similar skip like in Mega Leg.
Sonny tells me I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't, yeah, I doubt it's going to happen.
I mean, crazier things have happened in Galaxy, but
That is true. Gotta make sure that I don't get hit by that boulder. That would
Yeah.
be catastrophic.
take it a little
Here
safe.
you'll see a little first-person trick.
Okay, well, if my cursor would appear on screen, that would be great.
The Wii is known for sometimes not working, so
All right, I'm gonna try and hit the bunny here. I actually forgot to mention, for me, I have IL world record in this level as Mario and Luigi.
so that was a good bunny.
I actually think that before I got record, my Mario IL beat the Luigi world record.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mario is better at something, I guess. Or was better at something.
I was supposed to say is, not really.
All right, one of the coolest levels in the run, Gold Leaf 2. This level is a pain for one player, but 2-player, it's awesome. I think this is another level where I'm gonna let the gameplay do the talking.
Now this one's very different with 2P. Probably one of the most different galaxies.
Yeah, it's pretty much its own beast compared to 1P.
Yeah.
There's also a trick at the end, which I don't know if Hex is gonna go for.
I don't think I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah, it's super precise.
Might as well go for the safer one.
Found
Yeah.
by, I think, Matt?
I'm not sure.
I know he was like one of the first to post about it.
Okay, definitely wanted backwards momentum there, but we'll work with it. So right here we can actually, we have to lure a Cataquack normally. With a well-timed triple jump and 2P jump, we don't need to.
In 1P, you actually have to triple jump off the box. So you get enough height.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I landed on the Cataquack, so my camera got a little screwed up. Also, I'm getting swarmed right now. This isn't good.
That's very annoying when that happens.
I've never had all 3 Cataquacks follow me at the same time.
Yeah, so there's a trick there where if you backflip, 2P jump, you have just a few frames to wall jump off of the flower, and then another few frames from there to actually jump on the flower.
All right, yeah, that was good.
But yeah, you
Minus
can,
the M planet, really good.
yeah, you can just also fly up to there. You're supposed to like go on top of a tower and stuff like that, but that's so tedious and out of the way. You can just fly up to the flower that you need to be on.
Now Gold Leaf 3, in terms of excitement, might actually rival Gold Leaf 2, because there's a lot more tricks in that level, especially if you know what you're meant to do. You're supposed to, at the start, go around to the right and actually grab a bee suit. We don't need that. We can actually skip that entirely using one of the trees and a well-timed backflip wall jump. So we're actually just going to go right from the beginning of the level straight to the top. No detours, nothing.
And this will also be used in the Cosmic Luigi race. Because this just goes straight to the end of the Cosmic Luigi race. So yeah,
we're going to use this mushroom.
Nice.
Didn't even have to use 2P.
Yeah, this is one of the levels where I actually find that it's easier to not use 2P.
He says
as he does a 2P jump.
Well, I meant for that skip, sorry.
That was just ironic timing.
Alright, here we have another skip. Hopefully.
Nice.
Nice.
So that makes it so that this boss doesn't fire at all. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a sitting duck at this point.
And that makes it so that, like, it's way less annoying, because if he hits you his bubbles, it can go on forever.
That's Gold Leaf 3. So we're actually going to take a little bit of a detour from Gold Leaf, and we're going to go to Toy Time. A lot of people like Toy Time. It's a really cool galaxy. Toy Time 1's a pretty fun level. It's almost nothing like you'd see in a casual playthrough. And there's actually a pretty big skip towards the end where we can go up Mecha Bowser, as it's called, without even, visiting half of the boss. We're actually going to use his arm, and we're going to wall jump between his arm to go to the top.
Once again, galaxy naming, armpit skip.
Yeah, this is honestly like one of my favorite tricks in the game. It just looks really cool when you pull it off.
There he is. That's definitely Bowser. 100%.
I always love when Bowser was a toy robot. These trains are annoying with the cycles that they have.
So coming up here, we're going to do a mini gravity skip. We're going to come down here, do a long jump into a 2P jump. You can skip having to walk around the gravity field, and then we're just going to long jump over to the star.
There we go.
And then we're supposed to grab the spring mushroom, aka the worst power-up in all of Mario. But because we're Luigi and because we're 2P, we don't need to.
You could even do this 1P, I mean.
Yeah. It's funny how the game even wanted you to use the spring mushroom in I'm pretty sure, didn't it want you to use it in Beach Ball as well?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is the second time now. It's like, hey, you should use this spring mushroom, but no, why would we use that?
In fact, you could even skip it in Toy Time 3.
Yeah, you don't need to use the spring mushroom at all in this game.
The only time you need to use it is in Matter Splatter for 120 runs.
Oh, true. Yeah, never mind.
But even that is technically possible to do without it, but it's just extremely hard.
So, yeah, normally you're supposed to like climb up the arm and go in pipes and stuff like that to climb this whole thing, but why do that when you can just do this? This looks so much cooler. We're gonna say hello to his armpit really quick.
Oh, I think I can save this.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, nice save,
nice
dude.
save.
What?
What is that?
this?
What is that?
What was that?
Okay, then.
All right, we'll try that
That's-
again.
Yeah.
We'll try it again.
I mean, not doing it loses way too
Yeah.
much time.
That was like the most awkward
That was-
wall jump I've ever seen.
That was weird.
Like, getting this trick saves like a minute.
So even though he died, if he gets it here, he's still saving like 20 seconds at least.
Bro, what? Okay, we're good.
Oh, nice, nice
good.
landing, dude.
Dude, this boss fight, man. This isn't even a boss fight.
I was gonna say, is this a boss fight?
No, this is Bowser.
Drew, get ready on time.
What is going on? No. Having a little trouble. Having a little trouble. I don't know. This always went well for me in practice. I'm not really sure why it's not.
There we go.
There we go. And that still saved time over doing it casually.
And then this guy's just kind of annoying at the top here.
Pretty difficult to avoid him.
You just gotta eat the hit, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was like one of the first major time losses throughout the entire run.
Definitely
is
the biggest
crazy.
time loss so far, yeah.
Like, other than that, this run's been really... And
Yeah.
the run still is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's only that and then the one death in Beach Bowl.
Which lost 4 seconds.
Yeah, something like that.
And then the space trunk skips they were a little shaky, but honestly really solid. So coming up to the Cosmic Luigi race, it's going to be almost a repeat of what we did in Gold Leaf 3. We're going to use the tree to go to the top and pretty much make it so that Cosmic Luigi never even had a chance.
It's kind of funny because where he's going to wall jump up the tree is literally where the star is.
I'm going to grab a drink of water real quick.
And one more time, we're going to be trying to get that speed boost at the beginning here. Nice. And then there's one more that we're going to be going for as well. So if we can get all 3 of them, that'd be really good.
Okay. Bro, this is not good.
That's not good, yeah. Okay,
All right, we're
good.
fine.
You
That's
can
probably
mess
the most I've ever failed that. Usually I just get it first try.
Yeah, if you mess it up, like I think you can mess it 4 times before he finishes.
I saw he was close to the end, so that would have been interesting.
Yeah, that's still faster than going the regular way, though.
Yeah. Okay. What are we going to next? C-Slide 1.
Oh, no.
Auto-scroller.
My personal favorite.
Yeah, read donations and stuff. It's practically an auto-scroller.
Hey, it's not an auto-scroll.
Yes,
I could
it is.
still save, like, a frame or 2.
Oh, yeah. Benny, my commentator, actually has the community best for this star. Speaking of having community best in an auto-scroller, your boy right here actually has one as well, and that's in Battle Rock Purples.
Let's go. Yeah, but you have it, like, by what, like 2 seconds?
Yeah, I got community best in just a one-off 120 run. And I got it by 2 seconds, which for an auto-scroller is, like, insane.
Yeah, I got this one by 2 frames.
I mean, 2 seconds, 2 frames, they're kind of the same. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys want to talk about something, go right ahead.
I
Not
mean-
doing anything for the next minute and a half.
So, actually, the next star, which I think is going to be C-Slide 2.
Oh, yeah, that's going to...
No, next star is Toy Time 2.
Oh, okay.
Well,
So,
let's talk about Seaside. too.
when we get to C-Slide 2, there is a strat, it's called surface swimming. Surface swimming is very tiring.
Hex is going to get a nice arm workout. In order to do surface swimming, even on, if you're playing on 3D All-Stars, you also have to shake the controller for this, even if you're not using motion controls, because you can press the Y button to perform a shake, but that doesn't work for this. Basically, on the surface, it's more so easier to explain if you're seeing it.
Yeah, well, he'll do it.
But just know that it requires a lot of motion controls. And it's very physically taxing.
And it is the fastest way to move in all of Galaxy. To our knowledge, right?
Yeah.
Other than, like, some gravity shenanigans with ground pounds and stuff.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, Toy Time 2. This level's kind of fun. I'm actually going to go for a little bit of an optimization. In this level, you're supposed to spin a screw all the way to the bottom, but if you're a 2P, you can actually skip it by doing a 2P jump to the launch star, and that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, so there's also a secret star that we'll be getting here later, and that will also unlock
That's
the
cool.
fast foe.
Gotta say, that's not Toy Time.
I mean, we were talking about Sea Slide too, so that's on us.
Well, no, I clicked Gold Leaf.
Oh, wait, yeah, you Gold
Yeah.
Leaf.
I have no scapegoat for that one.
I tried to help you.
I guess one thing to say about surface swims is I actually play with the nunchuck in my right hand and Wii remote in my left hand.
Wait, you do? What?
Yeah, and I'm actually right-handed. When I was 6, I don't know why, but 6-year-old Hex wanted to play with the Wii remote in his left hand, and I rewired my muscle memory, so that's now the norm for me.
Strange.
Yeah. So we're gonna grab the star chip on top of this guy, and then we're actually gonna do a triple jump. Oh, I guess not.
Maybe not.
Backflip 2P jump on top of the screw. We're not gonna bring it down. Instead, we're gonna do alternate movement.
Right now the screw gives us a long cutscene. Just unnecessary.
And when we're here, I can actually do a 2P jump.
Nice.
And then I have to do one more to get in the launch star.
Yeah.
The launch star has that nice cooldown.
Yeah, in Galaxy 2, the launch stars don't have any cooldown. Once they
Oh my
unlock
god,
their...
I gotta get Luigi out of the picture. There we go.
Once in Galaxy 2, the launch stars unlocked, they're immediately available to use. This one, you have to wait like 2 to 3 seconds before you can use them.
Broke about even with not doing the strat.
And, well, Mario's meeting Mario. But, I mean, I guess Luigi's meeting Mario now, so...
Yeah, this version of Luigi has never met Mario. The other one has. The one that we saved from the mansion.
Yeah. That's the one from your Mario playthrough.
Yeah. he got lost again.
He found another mansion.
You know what I never realized? How did Luigi get in there?
He probably did it, but didn't have Luigi to send him back. He
Yeah,
didn't have a
exactly.
Power star. Well, he does have a power star, but I don't know. All right, now I'm actually going to
Wonder
do
if he does
something that
Boolean.
I commonly don't do. I'm actually going to detach my Wii remote because Sea Slide 2, it requires a lot of shaking. So it doesn't make sense for me to shake 2 Wii remotes when I can only shake 1.
Yeah, so if you want to see some amazing motion control gaming, keep watching the face cam.
No.
I mean, it's not focused on your controllers, but it's fine.
All right. Probably not going to say anything because I got to be shaking like a madman.
That's fair. I would pretty much equate this to running any category of Super Mario Odyssey.
All right, here we go.
All right, so yeah, you're gonna see what surface swimming is. It's more better if you see it first before we explain it. And there you go.
Perfect setup for it.
Yeah, right away, getting it first try. So yeah, as you can see, they're so much faster than swimming underwater, and you don't have to worry about your air running out too. So this section we have to do underwater, but then when we get to a flat surface of water, again, up here, we're going to be going for another surface swim.
I actually just go peek out of that water so I can get a little bit of an air refill.
That's fair.
It's possible to surface swim up there, but you can't surface swim on an elevating surface for too long.
And here we go for round 2 in a second. Might take a few tries.
Yeah, I'll take a little bit.
There we go. Got it. Very nice.
Yeah, very good.
53 is pretty good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Especially with the safety air that Hex goes for. All right, and that's that.
Nice. I'm actually going to leave the 2P cursor, or 2P controller off one more time because we're going to be doing some more surface swimming.
Oh yeah, because now we have the cosmic Luigi race and you could either use shells, which the game intends you to use, and this is actually like one of the most tight Luigi races that you have to do. But with surface swimming, we can make it there much faster. But again, if you're not good at surface swimming and you're not good at the setup to get it, if you fail it a couple times, it's over.
Thankfully, something handy someone told me is if you hold down on the nunchuck, you actually will get surface swimming within 3 tries.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
I've never heard of that.
I learned it after I lost a run to not being able to get surface swimming.
And the last time we have to do this is the last time we'll see Space Luigi. And yeah,
There we
third
go.
one.
Yep, third one.
And as you can see, much faster than a shell.
Funny thing is I actually switched my grip, so I have to wait a little bit at the end so I can actually like have a good grip on the controller. There we go.
All right, and we are nearing the final boss at this point.
Yeah, we have a couple toy time levels, 1 gold leaf level, and then 5 more stars, and then we are done. I'm actually going to save here, and I'll actually explain why. Funny story, one time I was doing a run, and because I have rubber bands for my 2P remote, I was putting the rubber bands on one time, and I accidentally hit the power button on the remote.
Oh no.
And because we don't save, I lost my run. So I don't want that to happen here.
There's another reason, though. You can get soft locked.
You can! You can actually get soft locked in this level. It's never happened to me before, but
I think I've gotten it once.
given the circumstances and the fact that this is a marathon run, I also didn't skip the cutscene.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but I saw you were also, putting your 2P back on,
Yeah.
so I didn't want to sound
We're good.
insensitive. Mr. Speedrunner, please go faster.
We're gonna do another triple jump here. This one's a lot harder and a lot tighter. Yeah, see, that can happen sometimes. Yeah, gravity, this part is just, the gravity's really wonky.
Also with 2P, it's so easy to get all the star bits there, so you have enough.
Yeah, in fact, I'm actually 11 over, whereas 1P it's actually kind of tight.
Yeah, usually you end with like 56 or something here.
So I'm actually gonna take a little bit of a peek at this planet so that I can advance the cycles a little bit. Makes it a little faster. Take a little peek, and then we're going.
Now this, tox boxes are weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's many clips of this planet where like you just run into the side of him and you get crushed somehow, so no one is safe during this.
Take it a little risky there.
Yeah, if you rub up against one of the tox boxes, sometimes that can be enough to kill you as well.
I gotta get that panel that I missed. Ideally, you'd hit both the panels, but these panels have wonky hit detection sometimes. So you could step on the little corner and it won't count it.
And again, causing those red moving platforms so that we don't have to wait for them to move again. Oh, like this.
Like I said, the panels have terrible hit detection. Okay, what is going on?
Nice gravity, man. Yeah, the gravity in Galaxy can be pretty annoying sometimes.
Reinstating my point. Terrible hit detection.
And there we go. So we do actually have to do that exact same mission again, but with another fast-fo comment. So we'll get to experience
And
those
even
wonderful-
more jank.
Yeah, we'll get to experience those wonderful platforms hit detection again.
Thankfully, I think that the cycles are a little bit better in this level,
Oh yeah, they definitely are.
so we don't have to worry too much.
All right, so yeah, here we are in the fast pose now. Like we said, the cycles here are much more manageable. And it's also easier to back up since the cycles are so quick. So.
Yeah, I think that's the big reason why I kind of like the level. You can miss out on a cycle and barely lose any time just because of how fast it is.
Yeah. This is something we didn't mention in the run at all, by the way, but you may notice at the end of levels, Hex will shoot out any star bits that he has if he's close to 0. And the reason why is because if you have 0 star bits, it doesn't show you the text box of them counting down into your overall counter, and that saves 1 second every time that happens. So it's better to end with 0 than with like 10 or something. Same thing with coins, but that can sometimes be out of your control.
Well, yeah. You can't spit out coins, but you can spit out star bits.
Yeah, so, but if there's minimal coins in a level, we're going to try to avoid them.
All right, time for the final level in Engine Room. It's going to be Buoy Base. No, it's not Buoy Base, sorry. Gold Leaf Secret. This is a very quick level. Basically, you hit a stump and it spawns a bunch of notes. You go in a bubble, collect all the notes, and that's it.
Yeah, so this is, in my opinion, my favorite secret mission. It's also really cool because you can go really fast around the tree.
Yeah, I don't go too crazy fast because like the notes, a lot of the bubble doesn't actually count towards the hitbox, so I take it a little slow just to make sure that I don't miss any notes, because backing up missing notes is terrible.
Yeah, it's like, it's so shameful too.
We actually ding the bell with our cursor.
Are you able to ding it with the bubble? Because I never knew that.
I thought you were able to, but I guess not.
I mean, you could be able to. I just didn't know that. I always did it with the cursor. And there we go.
And now we are done with Engine Room.
We are. We're going to make a quick detour back to Kitchen so we can get both Buoy Base stars. We're also going to get Drip Drop, and then our last star will be the Letter and Honey Hive.
These are some of the quickest stars in the game as well.
Yeah, one more really, really tough Luigi mission.
I'd argue that this is probably one of my favorite stars in the run because just the movement is so sick and the music is awesome.
Buoy
That's
Base
just an added
1.
bonus.
Buoy Base 1 is
Yeah.
really good.
As 2P, you can do a specific climb on the tower, which is actually, it looks really satisfying, so I hope I get it.
Also, this is the Pokeball planet.
Oh yeah, Pokeball.
Shout out to Pokemon Legends Arceus that came out.
Actually, yet to play the game.
Same. I brought it, I should play it. I'm pretty sure this will be a good representation of what the game's like, though.
Yeah. Exactly like this.
Yeah. Just like how I remember the trailers.
So, interesting enough, you're supposed to lure a bullet bill to hit kind of like the buoy. Not the buoy, but like the ball.
It's called a
and chain.
torpedo, Ted.
Whatever, same thing. Torpedo Ted. You're supposed to lure it, but actually it doesn't come out until you're a certain depth in the water. It actually doesn't matter how close you are or how far away. Once you're a certain depth in the water, the Torpedo Ted will come out.
Yeah, and leading this guy in, if you actually like get him off camera, so if you start going up too early, he'll disappear and not be there. So you can't go too early. You have to watch him actually break the glass. Bro. Oh, nice spin bonk. You got regular bonking in other Mario games. You got spin bonking in Galaxy.
Bro, that was the most delayed 2P.
I've never seen a more delayed 2P jump.
I don't know how that works.
Okay.
Nice homing ground pound into that coin, man.
Okay. There we go.
That was also
And
very
actually,
delayed.
we can skip having to collect the star chips by just doing a 2P jump. That's possible 1P, but it's just a little harder.
1PM, don't you need a nunchuck shake?
Nope.
You do.
Nope.
Well, you technically don't, but
So
It's-
before 3D All-Stars came out, I actually did some testing, and I found a lot of tricks you could actually do with the Wiimote.
you don't need to, but it makes it infinitely more easier.
It does make it a lot easier. I think without a nunchuck shake, I think it actually is frame perfect.
And now we got 3 more stars to go. We get the secret one in buoy base next. This will be our second green star, actually.
We get this one second just so that we don't get sent back to the observatory center and we can just go outside and feed the hungry Luma. So actually, it's a good time to mention, when the run finishes, I'm actually going to take time to show off some interesting tidbits in the game.
Most notably in Gusty Garden 2. Or I guess Comet.
And then I'll do a couple levels that we don't see in any percent that are really cool. And then that'll be it for me.
Nice frame perfect ground pound.
Yeah, if you press 2PA while pointing and then ground pound at the same time, instead of doing a homing ground pound, you will just ground pound. That's called a frame perfect ground pound.
You can also do it 1 feet by shaking. It's a bit more difficult because shaking is more inconsistent with timing.
Oh, dang.
Careful, Bill.
If you fall into the water there, like, you're back in the bubble again. Like, you have to go back down to the pipe, so that would have been bad.
Oh, the Astra Goomba. I don't think we've seen any.
Yeah, that is the first one, actually. And now we're going to go do Drip Drop, which is a kind of annoying level.
Yeah.
We have an annoying level, a quick level, then the final boss.
Drip drop for me isn't that bad because 2P helps a lot. You can actually freeze the eels.
Okay, but we're not 2P runners.
Yeah. But like, it's still, I mean, genuinely is annoying, especially if you're one player. But for 2P, it's not as bad.
And once again, this one needs 600. So that was the last one we needed to get up to, but we had way more than enough. So the total amount that you need for this run is 1,400 star bits.
It'll be a tough level, so hopefully I can get it correctly. Dang, we're almost at the end.
Yeah.
We're on the home stretch.
Like I said, like with all the other enemy-based levels, the enemies actually don't move until they're on screen. So, like I said, it's not exactly cycle-based.
Yeah, this is much easier in 2P than it is in 1P. I will just say that for sure.
Oh yeah, no debate for me there.
Because like, look at this. You could just hold them in place, man. I'm
Yeah.
jealous.
Yeah. That's good. Take that.
And he ends right by the star too. Yeah, hitting those eels when they're moving is sometimes very annoying. But you can also get some snipes on them too. And now we gotta talk to Toad and get our final main star to hit the 60 mark.
Yeah. All right, last star. Let's go.
Technically second last,
Wow.
but
You get the point.
and this is, in my opinion, the easiest. Well, actually, other than Good Egg, but this is a really easy star still. All you have to do is spin Luigi off this tree, like that. Or jump on him, okay.
Violent.
Rude. And there we go. We're at 60. Now we are allowed to go fight the final boss.
Let's go. So it's looking like it's going to be a 233, which is really solid.
Yeah, that's really good.
For no reset marathon, that's really good.
And considering what happened in Toy Time as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Honestly, if what happened in Toy Time didn't happen, probably would have been a 231. Which
Yeah,
is
231
nuts.
or 232, like low 232.
That'll still be better than all but one marathon run of Galaxy, I'm pretty sure.
Other than the more recent races.
Yeah, the more recent races, they got really good times. They got around like 2:19s and stuff. Put the controller down. Nothing really need to do.
Nice little 1-minute cutscene here of Rosalina turning into an egg.
I'll take a nice selfie at the top of the thing.
Hey,
Just
hey, you'll get us in it.
Yo, yeah, you gotta aim it back here.
Where y'all at?
Right here.
I got one up here. We're good.
You have time to put that on Twitter too.
Oh yeah, I do.
I'll go ahead and like it.
Yeah, let's like and retweet it. We got the time. We're joking, but this cutscene's pretty long.
Yeah, we have time.
In 120 star, after you beat the any % portion, you have to sit through credits as well. So it would be a lot longer. We could get up, go get food, and then come back.
When I got my first ever sub 240 in this category, that was a huge milestone for me. I was so nervous. I had to do jumping jacks during this cutscene just to relieve some nerves. I think I tweet should have gone out.
Oh, you actually tweeted it?
Yeah, I did.
I'm proud of you.
I'm checking.
I'll check right now.
I'm verifying this.
There it is.
Nice. Oh, shit.
Right.
I might still be able to make early cycle.
You didn't use that much.
It depends. Yeah, should be good.
Be close.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Nice.
All right, here, right here, you could long jump down left to get past a barrier.
I'm gonna actually grab a coin over here because we need to be at 3 health for something later down the line.
Yeah, there's a lot of like really cool planet skips you can do there. Just by long jumping to the end of that desert one is cool to see.
So coming up is probably the hardest part of the level, the cave. If stuff goes bad, you could really get messed up. And dying there sends you back to the panel section. So definitely not a death we want.
There's also a strat in this area called Task Strat.
Damage boost through that bullet bill.
It's very surprising to a lot of people how long the invincibility actually lasts. It lasts a lot longer than you may think.
Ooh. Yep, we take it.
Very
we
nice.
take it. We take those. All right, coming up are the stairs. Hardest part of the game.
Can he do it? Can he not bonk? And the final boss is split up into 3 separate sections, each with their own planet, and way to damage Bowser.
I find stairs easier as Mario.
I know, right? Yeah.
Nice, good stairs. We didn't bonk.
Stairs are the true final boss of the game.
Task Strat would like to have a talk with you.
Alright, so we're going to head into our first section here. For some reason, Bowser took a look at those boulders and said, I want to be like that someday, and, well, he's going to take that literally.
We actually get to see the Rock Mario power-up, except it's not Rock Mario, it's Rock Bowser. Oh, I forgot to spin him. Whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't lose too much time for this one.
Trying to get down to 47.
Let's go.
Shout out to Dayton 47. He's normalized the meme culture of having 47.
Oh, here we have some interesting 2P stuff.
I'm not doing the 2P
Oh, you don't
stuff.
do 2P stuff?
This is the easiest planet for this Bowser fight because you're supposed to like wait for him to shoot fireballs, or you can just hit him right when he gets up.
Well, I'll explain the 2P stuff. Basically, you could use 2P to hit those bulbs, which you could use to hit Bowser from like the other side of the planet. It looks really funny. Alright, so here, so here, if we get hit at a certain spot, it'll cancel Bowser's attack. Just like that.
Very nice.
I'll go for task strat.
Oh, you're going for it?
Yeah, ideally you can spin into Bowser and get hit by a fireball. It's really hard, frame perfect, so we'll see.
If you get it, it's gonna be hype though.
Too early, 1 frame too early. So I have to wait for him now.
And there we go.
Wow, I'm surprised he hit that.
Yeah, that was like right on the edge too.
Dude was reaching for that.
We do have a minute, but that's the final hit right there.
There it is.
Nice.
Very nice.
All right, all we have to do is grab the Grand Star.
Don't
backflip.
backflip.
Don't
Do not
backflip.
backflip.
Should I yell for time or what?
Well, not now.
No, I mean, when it happens.
When it happens, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, go for it.
all right. Okay.
We have to add like 5-ish seconds because I remember
Oh
time
yeah,
to late.
it was 10 seconds. That was
Yeah,
good for.
really good marathon run. I'll say that much.
Yeah,
really
that was an
good.
amazing run.
Still a 2:33 at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Which wasn't that your PB when this got accepted?
I think so.
Yeah.
My PB was at 2:33 when this got accepted.
So there you go.
And time.
Nice.
Awesome run, dude. All right. I'll let a little play out, but I'm gonna show off some stuff after. Just a couple interesting little tidbits. I have time, so I'll reset the game and show some stuff off. Should take like 5 minutes. So first thing I'm gonna show off, basically, in the 120 star category, we do a level called Dreadnought 2, 2nd star in Dreadnought, and it has a really cool skip. Allows you to go from the beginning to the end. So while I'm going up there, I can actually show something else off. This red star power up, it's actually pretty cool because if you do this, you gain a lot of speed. You actually fly faster than normal.
Off we go.
Yep. And so coming in here,
Nice bong, dude.
Nice
coming in, going to Dreadnought 2.
I've actually been practicing the skip. It is super difficult.
Yeah, it's
though.
awesome. So, I'm not going to watch the cutscenes because it doesn't really matter. But basically, it's just a really cool looking level in general. You can actually just crouch underneath. You don't even have to hit the panels. Ideally, you'd hit the panels and it'd make the lasers go away, but you don't even have to do that. This is probably the only party trick of Galaxy. Everything else
No.
is a little
What about
convoluted.
Gusty Garden?
I'm also a pretty big fan of Deep Dark One Out of Bounds.
Yeah, that one's good.
Nah, it's not as cool as Gusty Garden.
Okay.
Major Burrows is funny.
Yeah.
Major Burrow's going wee.
So what may seem like a boring auto-scroller, it's about to get not so boring really quick.
People who say that Mario Galaxy is just auto-scrollers, take a look at this.
So yeah, we can just do this.
Luigi,
And we're out of bounds.
I have never seen that setup.
We're out of bounds.
Luigi has a place to be. And now we can just go ahead and...
Okay.
Aw.
I have a chance to try it again. I'll try it again.
Yeah, that's an interesting setup. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
I normally do the jump off.
Most people do that one.
Yeah, that one's a little bit easier. I don't really feel like ashamed or anything for missing this because it's just a Glitz exhibition.
Definitely gonna have to use that setup. It looks way more consistent.
And off we go again.
There
Nice.
we go.
There we go.
And yeah, that pretty much skips the entire level. I can show off the ending, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna
Dive off the edge.
Just gonna exit out, and then I'll show my last thing, and I'll be done.
I love this part.
So, we did a boss fight earlier, and basically, there's a pretty broken thing we can do that we actually didn't know about until now. And
Didn't you discover it?
I actually didn't discover it.
Oh.
There is a famous moment, though, with you
Yeah,
doing
there's a
this.
famous moment with it.
So this will be the last thing, and I'll be done.
Major Burrows is going to go for a little bit of a joyride.
I think. Which one? No, that's the.
I
think it's
don't
this
know.
one.
I don't speak Japanese.
Yeah. Yeah. Here we go.
Perfect.
So Luigi went on a trip, so now it's time for Major Burrows to go on a trip.
We're gonna wait till the last phase to do this, just because it looks better in the last phase. Actually, no, we'll do it now. So. Oh, well, I guess we're waiting till the last phase.
Now, we don't know why this happens either.
Oh, shit. Well,
Oh.
we'll try again. We'll
We
try
can
again.
try again.
That was just a death warp to reset it up.
Yeah, we don't know what goes on. None of the taskers know what goes on with this. It just happens.
All right, hopefully I get it this time.
And there he is.
There he is.
Off he goes.
Yeah, that's it. There we go. Hey, thanks for having me, guys. It was awesome. Yeah, that's it.